There for a
Yeah.
lifetime.
So
Well,
I'm
there.
sure. Yeah. I was going to say, I'm sure you've talked about all the other benefits, but yeah, get a hold of Chaz, any of us, man. Look up Indiana. We are very veteran friendly. Tax abatements for houses. There's all kinds of things here that are going to help you out as a veteran. So it's a great place to call home. Go ahead, Chaz. Sorry to interrupt.
Agreed. And the other thing I was going to say, actually, was why Indiana?
Why Indiana? It's funny you say that, man. I grew up here, so it's hard for me to go, well, because, it's a great state. I really do, man. I've traveled all over the country, and I really love Indiana. I do, man. I went to Fort Worth, Texas, the week I started with Army. And one of the greatest comments I've heard in a long time at a job fair was a young kid down there getting an electrical engineering degree. And I said, do you want to stay in Texas? He goes, no, man. He goes, I want to experience four seasons, you know? And I was like, wow, that's interesting. You mean it's like, no, I've never seen snow, man, ever. So I was like, well, I said, you get that in Indiana, right? And you do. And we got like a foot of snow outside right now. You know what I mean? Like and that hasn't happened. I've owned a snowblower for 5 years now. It's the first time I've used it because of that. Everything else is going to, shovel it off and ready to go. So the winters aren't bad. The summers are beautiful. The springs are great. The falls are great. If you're into outdoor stuff, man, there's lakes all over Indiana. There's all kinds of hunting to do and parks and everything, right? And you could say that about any state, probably. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Indiana is very veteran friendly. Indiana is just a great place to live, man. There's a lot of affordable housing around here. There's a lot of great jobs. The defense industry here, when you get out, one of the biggest fears I had was just going into a place where I was like, I didn't know the language or anything, right? And there's a lot of places here that work in the defense industry where it's very comfortable. And I speak to veterans and say, listen, dude, you can't go in and there we go, knife hand people, right? Hey, listen here. There's none of that. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of jobs there that are going to feel so comfortable, and so familiar to you. So there is an adjustment when you come out of the military, working as a civilian. But at the end of the day, if it's somewhat remotely familiar to you, it's a lot easier transition, right?
Yeah, I agree. I would say one of the things I really enjoy about our great Hoosier state are the festivals.
Oh man, yeah, right. Yeah. There's man, there's all kinds of festivals, man. There's not a weekend goes by here that you can't go out and experience something that you've probably not seen before in your life, man.